Hi everyone, and welcome to my very first DIY of 2024. Okay, so let's jump right into it. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use aluminum foil to make some really beautiful home decor. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, to start things out, I'm going to use a Hurricane that I found at Goodwill. Now, Dollar Tree used to carry these in like a 9-inch in height, but it's really hard to find them now. So I would advise you to check your local Goodwill or any type of thrift store. And you can also find some at Michael's. So just use the discount at Michael's and get you one. All right, so let's get started. All right, first thing I want to do is get an idea of how much I need to wrap my Hurricane. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit extra. Next, I'm going to crinkle this up. I don't want to ball it up because I want some large crinkles in this. Okay, that's pretty good. I like the way that looks. Now I could cover the entire vase with the aluminum foil, but I only want to cover part. So I'm going to use some of my masking tape to mask off a line. Okay, that lined up pretty good. So now I'll take some Mod Podge, put my hand on the inside, and just brush the Mod Podge right below the tape. Now I'll put this aside because we'll come back and use it again later. Now just line this up with the aluminum foil and put it on there. Now just take a pair of scissors and go around the bottom. Go up the back and make a straight line. Add more Mod Podge. You want to add it on top of the foil. Now just go around and make sure that your foil is touching your glass all the way around. Take some glue and go around the bottom and seal that as well. Now I'll remove the tape. Okay, so I went ahead and removed the tape. And I have this black sheet of paper and more tape. I'm just going to cover my foil. Now you can do one or two things. You can hand paint this or spray paint it. I'm going to spray paint the silver because I'm going to be using silver glitter. So I'll do that and then come back. Okay guys, I'm back and the spray paint is dry. So let's go ahead and remove the paper. Now I'm going to carefully remove the tape. If you pull it away from the glass, just press it back down. The Mod Podge is actually still drying. So now I'm going to put this down. I'm going to take some more of the Mod Podge and brush it right on top of the paint. Okay, so now I'll take some of my fine silver glitter and sprinkle it on top of the Mod Podge. So I'll allow the Mod Podge to dry and then I'll spray paint it with clear spray paint to set the glitter permanently, and then we'll come back and move on to the next step. Here's my vase. And I guess you realize I have a tumbler turner here. And the reason I have that is because I'm going to seal this with resin. Now, if you don't want to use resin, you can use something like Bright Tone or even Triple Thick. But I really like the look of resin, so I'm going to use resin, all right? Okay, so I have this foam piece with the hole in the center. And I'm just going to put that here and then slide this on the rod. I'm going to put down some paper to protect my surface. Here I have my respirator mask. I'll link it below. I have 2 of these small cups from Dollar Tree. I have my resin and the hardener, a popsicle stick, my gloves, and then a larger cup. Alright, so let's get started. For those of you who are afraid of resin, this is your chance to get used to it, because I am going to show you guys how to make tumblers. I'm going to show you how to make jewelry. This year we are going to step it up a notch or 2. What I want to do now is measure out equal parts of the resin and the hardener. So now I'm going to put both inside the larger cup and mix it together for 3 minutes. I'm going to add this on the inside, mix it for 3 minutes, and then we will apply it to our vase. My alarm went off, so now I'll just go ahead and smooth this on to my vase. And then I'll apply a little bit of heat to level the resin out and also break any possible bubbles that might be in my resin. Okay, so before I apply the heat, I have another vase that I did ahead of time. This one I did in red glitter, and then I squeezed the aluminum foil a little bit tighter, and then I took a sponge and just dabbed some red paint on top, because I want this one to be more of a Valentine's Day themed vase, and also to give you an idea of what it would look like with color. So I'm going to go ahead and put this inside. Now this one already has that first coat of resin. This one is not made to handle so much weight, so I'll have to weight this down. Remember, these are for tumblers, but we are going to use them for our vases. Alright, so now I'm going to put this on here for weight. Okay guys, so I kind of moved things around. The resin has dried on both of my vases, so I'm just going to stop this. This one I'm going to remove. Okay, here's some hearts that I made on my Cricut. And what I want to do is do what they call a peekaboo design. I'm still deciding if I want to do anything like that on this one. I have large, medium, and small. So I'm just going to cut some off. I'm just going to use my nail and remove some of these hearts and place them on my vase. Okay, so this is what we have. So now I'm going to take this off again. Okay, just like that. So what I'm going to do is go outside and spray paint this white. Then I'm going to come back over it with red. And I'll show you the paint when I come back. So I'm just going to put this inside just to help me hold it like this when I spray paint it. Again, once I do that, I'll come back and move on to the next step. Alright guys, so I'm done with the spray paint. And I have 2 coats of red on here. So let's go ahead and remove everything. There's a ring of paint around here. I can actually wipe that off. But let's go ahead and remove the stickers. I actually have a couple of places where I need to touch it up with paint. Don't worry about that, I'll fix that up later. So I'll go ahead and remove the rest of the stickers and then come back. Okay, so this is what it looks like after I removed all of the stickers. I went ahead and taped the top again because I'm going to go over my red spray paint with clear. I feel like it's a bleeding spray paint. So yeah, I'm going to go over it with some clear. Then I'll come back and add more resin to it. Alright, so I'm going to let this sit for about 6 hours. Then I'll come back and put a second coat on. Then I'm going to come in and embellish my hearts here. Put a third coat on, maybe with some glitter, and then we'll be done.